is His Imperial Majesty Oba Folabi Gandhi Olaoye, the son of. Sitting next to Songo Fogbomoso is Baba Eleruwa of Erua. Sitting next of Kisi, Oba Masud Aweda Lawa, Ariwa Joye too. Arowo Joye too. Now means Baba Oba Jimo Olajide Titiloye. Kabesi o. Other traditional ruler in our midst are we be. Okay, Baba Kibio of Ilora is calling our midst. Oba. I want to recognize the chairman and the district member of Oyo State as a point of contact to all the other members of the Elder Council. Only recognize. Area in Oyo State, our chairman and the Alhaji Wasiu Adeleke and the Alhaji Wasiu Adeleke. Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, we equally have eminent personality in our midst. The people of The people of Timber and Caliber in Oyo State. Mr. Speaker, let me start with Chief Adebayo Oyero Seyi Makinde, equally Chief Alaja Chief Bosede Adedibu, Mrs. Tosin Ayoade, Engineer Femi Babalola Jogo, Oloye Babatunde Ologburo, President General CCI Ologburo, President General CCI, President Tola, Central Bank of Nigeria, Professor Deji Omole, Chairman and Pro-Chancellor Governing Council of LAUTECH, Ogbomoso United. Mr.
Distinguished colleagues, please go through votes and proceedings for comments or corrections.
Objection or rehearsal. I rise to move for the approval of vote and proceeding of Thursday, 28th of November 2025 as a true reflection of what transcends in that sitting and a working document of this assembly. Distinguished colleague, I so submit.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, my name is Salami Waliwande, member representing Repo Olonso State Constituency, minority leader of this assembly. I rise to second the motion as moved by the leader of the other. This honorable adopt the vote and proceeding of Thursday 20th
of November 2025 be approved by this honorable house. Say aye.
Aye.
Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Next item.
Mr. Speaker, this paper is message from
the first message from His Excellency to the Right Honorable Speaker, Oyo State House of Assembly, Parliament Building, Ibadan, Oyo State. A topic: constitution of individuals who have been considered worthy of appointment to serve as chairman and members of Oyo State Independent Electoral Commission, OISEC. Comrade Adeni Afiz Babatunde as the chairman, Olatunde Akintunde Theophilus as the member, Mrs. Adebayo Mariam Adepeju as the member, Mr. Olarewaju Emmanuel, member, Chief Kumi Agbola as a member, Mr. Remi Ayoade as a member, Mr. Sunday Falano as a member, and Mr. Babatunde Ige as a member.
Sir, that the names of the nominee be referred to. House Committee of Special Duty, and they should report back in 2 weeks' time. So I second.
That's the duties for further screening, and their report should be given back to the House in this week. Those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The next session of the nomination of Mr. Popola Adebayo Kende as the Auditor General for the state. The House is humbly invited to note that the nomination is made in him to serve as the Auditor General for the state. Please accept the assurances of my personal regard. Signed by Executive Governor Oyo State, Seyi Makinde. The leader. The next letter for the appointment of Auditor General for the state.
Mr. Speaker, it should be referred to the chairman and member of House Committee on Public Accounts.
So you
for
move.
Scrutiny.
You move.
Yeah, I move, sir.
A motion has been moved. Any seconder? The minority leader.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I write to second the motion as moved by the leader of the House.
A motion has been moved and duly seconded that the nominee of Auditor General for the state be
Mr. Speaker, from Ibadan, as is mob me. Permit me to quickly move a point of order. And my point of order is to specifically.
Ẹ ṣe káàkiri àgbáyé tí ẹ ti ń gbọ́ wa tèmítà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ iléègbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ la wà iléègbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjókòó wọn gẹ́gẹ́ bí wọ́n ṣe máa ń ṣe láti jókòó nínú ìjókòó lé wọ́n ti dábàá méjì ẹni tí ó jẹ́ alága fún àjọ OSEC àti àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ wọn léyìí tí ẹni tó jẹ́ olórí ọmọ iléègbìmọ̀ aṣòfin tó pọ̀ jùlọ ti ní kí wọ́n tarí rẹ̀ sí ìgbìmọ̀ tí ó ṣàyẹ̀wò sí bákan náà ó ní wọ́n ti
we need your attention. If this road could be constructed, we need your attention. If this road could be constructed, Baba Alagoja of Oyo of Agoja will forever be Gbolupe Logudu. That road has become a death trap. It's an inner road.
Like how many kilometers is all this your inner road?
All this Oyo road, if Excellency can give us just 15 kilometers or 30 kilometers.
So altogether you want 60 kilometers?
We want 60
or 100 kilometers?
60 is enough.
60 is enough?
Yes, 60 is enough. Excellency, by the time we have one-on-one with you, I've so.
Honorable Benga, your caller has made his feelings clear that Oyo Federal Constituency only wants inner road at this particular moment, moving to 2026. We'll call on Ogbuma.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the honor as the leader. This country is invaded or they are giving a birthright to control this country. You've shown to we give you courage, strength, wisdom to navigate that path successfully. Having said that, point of call will be Ogbomoso, and you've displayed this strongly by sending reputable contractor to take the contract and assess the condition of 21 road within Ogbomoso Metropole. Extension of that goodwill to those community and constituency too. And I know by the time the activities start on the construction of Ogbomoso Metropolis, then Mr. Speaker, having said that, I want to bring you to the attention of His Excellency of NAUTEC environment these days. The students and the inhabitants of that place are continuously being attacked by armed robbers nowadays. In fact, just last week, I appeal to you that as with cashew production, I want to appeal to something like international markets where cashew purchase and supply will be domiciled within that environment. By so doing, that will interest and will attract the investor to bring their money down to that environment to set up cottage and medium industry where cashew will be processing. That one will solve the issue of taking just raw cashew to the outside countries. Your Excellency, without burdening the assembly, once again I want to sincerely appreciate you and thank you immensely for what you have done for this assembly and for the people of my community. Thank you and God bless you.
That was a brief remark by the leader of the House. We will call on the Ibadan metropolis. Since we have two of them, we have the main city, and then we also have members that represent the outer city, because we don't believe they are lesser city. So we'll call on Honorable AKT to lead that argument for outer city, and then after that, Honorable Babajide.
Good afternoon, distinguished Right Honorable Speaker, the members of the House of Assembly, and His Excellency the Governor of Oyo State, his cabinet, and of course, our Babawa, Okinyi Kabisi, the party, the Halgon, the commissioners that have already attached with His Excellency, and of course the councillors. I hope you are here. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you, please. And also, I am Honorable Akitunde Olajide, all known as AKT, representing Lagelu State Constituency, the party whip of the House PDP, and the greatest party of all. And of course, Chairman Committee on Local Government, Chieftaincy Matters, and State Honors. I am here to represent the so-called less city, but has been transformed to greater city by His Excellency Governor Seyi Makinde. Can you give him a round of applause, please? Again, I will repeat. We are fondly called the less city, but in the past 6 years, the less city have metamorphosed to the greater city by His Excellency Governor Seyi Makinde. I want to speak. Thank you so much. I want to speak on behalf of the 6 local governments from the greater city. First of all, we derived, His Excellency, sir. First of all, we derived a technical approach to our presentation this morning, sir. Yorùbá sọ wípé yìnyín kí ẹni lè ṣe mí. We want to use that technicality, even though we have a lot of things that we can say that we want. But a fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín torí pé a fẹ́ máa dúpẹ́ ni. We have expended about 6 years and above a bit. And if anybody says you haven't done anything, sir, we are confirming it to you at the less city to greater city that you have done a lot for us. Honorable Sukomi Egbeda, let me start with the Deputy Speaker of the House. He's from Onara. He personally asked us to thank you for what you have been doing in Onara in totality. He asked shown what you have. That day you were presenting your word. I will still get back to that word. But I was imagining the projection that you had even before getting to the office. Thinking aloud and mapping the strategy in Ibadan City to ensure we have those gigantic bus terminal. I could not phantom it until I sat down in the house and said, yes, you are really the engineer of new generation. Thank you for that video. Of you. The great act in the House of Assembly, whenever we make act in the House, sure we understand what that we are with you 100%. And anytime that we are with you 100%. And anytime you needed to look back and lift your spirit, the house, you needed to look back and lift your spirit, the house will be there for you. And we are always going to be there for you. Thank you so much, sir. On the issue, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. The last time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Ram, please.
The last time you came to the House of Assembly presenting the State of the State address, we discussed about local government matters. Your Excellency, sir, we have done the needful, and later the Speaker will present the report of our fact-finding on our roadmap. Thank you so much, sir. Also, we will be so hypocritical if we don't mention this. Oga, mo fẹ́ tún ara mi padà sí Yorùbá. By the kind permission of the Right Honourable Speaker and distinguished honourable members seated here, we want to lay our voice straightforward on circular road. Your Excellency, sir, I will just make two illustrations and talk about it. Recently, after the commissioning of the terminal bus, you made a statement. I will clarify that later. And after that statement, that really opens my eye to study some things. I was going through a little bit of the social media content, and I saw someone. He's from my constituency, and I just realized that he was one of those people that was really at the forefront of making those noise and allegations. And it's someone I knew very well. Your Excellency, sir, lo and behold, at his environment, he doesn't have the house. He only rented the house, and I didn't even think, from my findings that I knew he's part of even the Lagelu local government as an indigent. That shows the point you are making at, presenting at, or pointing at about most people that are really ranting around may definitely not be people that really owns house there. I can confirm that to you, sir. The second one, someone called me. I don't have that person's phone number. I just picked up the phone, and later I realized that it was someone I knew. The person now said, Honorable, Chairman, that's it, and she only ẹ wo ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ̀tọ̀ fún yín o. Ó ní òun bó ṣe sọ ní Yorùbá, ó ní òun lòun kọ́lé last inside Ìdó side yẹn ni sí àdúgbò òun. Ó ní wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ fún àwọn pé ilẹ̀ ìjọba làwọn kọ́lé sí. Ó ní pé ẹnì kankan bá sọ wípé òun mọ̀ pé ilẹ̀ ìjọba làwọn kọ́lé sí, onírọ́ ni o. Ó ní bọ̀ láti ìgbà táwọn ti gbọ́ wípé ilẹ̀ ìjọba lòun kọ́lé sí, ó lóun ti gbọ́gbọ́n wípé kò ń lọ ralẹ̀ sí gbòmí. Ó ní bóun ṣe ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ yìí kóun kàn fẹ́ kun ilé yẹn ní pé so báwọn bá ṣe mí sí pé ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ ṣe gbá, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ ṣàwo, kó máa sọ fún ẹ pé bọ́ ẹ̀yin lẹ sọ fún wa wípé ilẹ̀ ìjọba òun lè kọ́lé sí. Ó ní honourable, ó ní everybody knows, gbogbo ẹni tó nílé síbẹ̀ mọ̀ before now wípé ilẹ̀ ìjọba òun ìbẹ̀ yẹn kan tó kọ. So with that, sir, we will, by the kind permission of the Right Honourable Speaker and this House, for that statement and comment that you made at the terminal, that you wanted to visit the place to discuss with the rightful owner with boldness. That is why you won every word in Ibadan, and of course, most importantly, in your state. And Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tètè parí torí ọ̀gá níbi tí wọ́n lọ. Sir, I want to remind you of a particular thing, sir. Eat, and I know you know what to do, sir. Because our Baba needs to engage together, map out strategy together, and coerce together. Thank you,
So,
sir.
Ekiti,
Lastly,
because thing on child has sort of the house at Paris.
yes, it's already a law.
Okay.
It's yes. When you pass the bill, it's already remained the executive to assent. Now, lastly, thank you for the machinery you put in place when it comes to budgeting. The commissioner for budget have done extremely well. I was fortunate to attend. Thank you. I was fortunate to attend the Greater City budget. What do you call that? Stakeholders meeting, and I was chosen to represent you, Your Excellency. I hope I speak governor's mind to answer the people, sir. It's a gathering where people pour their mind, and we're so happy to put such machinery in place. And that day was a reflection and totality of what our people want, and of course, the commissioner was there to represent you and his team. Your Excellency, sir, I will draw the curtain right away, and for others to go on with it. Thank you so much, distinguished honorable member, the right honorable speaker, for your time.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ekiti.
Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹ jẹ́ àṣẹ kábíyèsí fún Olúbàdàn tilẹ̀ Ìbàdàn o. Kábíyèsí. Ẹ jẹ́ àṣẹ kábíyèsí fún gbogbo àwọn bàbá wa pátápátá o. Kábíyèsí.
Thank you very much. Hopefully, Honorable Akintunde, he has taken 60% of the time that we've allotted to Ibadan. But Honorable Babajide, please make your remark very brief. And everybody subsequent to after Honorable Babajide, please make your remark, and so we can conclude this program quickly. Thank you.
The Agboga is becoming household name from the Excellency.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Speaker, Your Excellency, eminent personnel, let me stand on the existing protocol. Like what Mr. Speaker has said, AKT have taken much of our time, but I'm just straight to the point. I just can be selfish about it and say, well, at least I'm two-term governor. Anything can happen. At least I've gone in the 2 terms, so I can leave everybody in the mud. But go ahead. And today, you can see this is the first time after an incident in Abuja, Wike has not. Also, my Honorable Jalami also appreciate you for what you have been doing. Also, he has an issue on his own which I thought we said the same thing last second year in office, that you have promised, and we appreciate you. You said we are going to use the chairman local government to.
This is Northwest.
That's Northwest, Jalami. So the Okepad market, Komito Woju, Nolinde, Abebi, also a lot of alternative in that area, sir. Also, from Ibadan Northeast, the bridge that linked Odiaje, which I believe that's the governor's constituency, and these have been agitating about it. They came for us to help them. The road, the only link bridge Odiaje Alalubosa with Agugu area, Odoni Kokoro, those roads that have been in bad state for the past years, sir. I think we need your attention in that area, and the people there have been agitating for the attention in that area, sir. Right now, disconnect the two areas from each side. Adekile, Bokusoro, Olubadan. Disconnection have been there because the north. This state appreciates what you have been doing. They appreciate you very well because they don't have time. They could have rose up and say thank you to you. All the women need. Obirin. So they appreciate you for what you have been doing. Also, you now say that they need a rehabilitation center in Moniya. The rehabilitation center need attention because that's where all the rehabilitations they take people down there need and your attention seriously. Through the Women Affairs, I think is one in charge of this place. I think we need your attention in that area as well. Then she also said, in Oyo State, the 3 local governments, we need a skill acquisition center. I think the Ministry of Youth and Youth Agency has that. It has been their way back. It has been existed before, but now it's more along the Egbeda area, which I believe has been born because they visited that area, and right now they need your attention at least for us to come back to our skill in Nigeria, in Oyo State. Also, Ibadan, Southeast, too, Omikunle also said, I should appreciate you, sir, for what you have been doing in that area as well. But one area that needs attention for the past 8 years is Molete Yejide Oduoya Road. Molete Yejide Oduoya Road also need attention. I think they have been mentioning this for the past 2-3 years, sir. Also, from Iyano Agbogbon to Oronyan Market, comprise Ward 3 within the constituency and Ward 4 also need your attention, sir. Also, before I said my own side, I want to closer to the election. It's in very, 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 very bad state, right? Bad for the past 6 years. If anything happened there, for the past 8 years, before even I become honorable, you have promised through the Ostroma that they're going to fix the road. To date, they have not done anything there, sir. Please, sir, we also need your attention. Also, Ijokodu Agbaje rain, people don't have ways to come out at all. Sir, please, we also need your attention in that area. For Honorable Yusuf, we want to appreciate you for what for what you have done Southwest 1, for what you did last time, giving them the utility vehicle for. I think we need your attention in that area, sir. Please, I want you to also do something about that. Also, the last one in this constituency is Diojaba to Okeado Road, that link. Those roads are in bad state. I think it's the job, at least if they can a little bit empower the local government chairman. All this palliative can be done in a little way through the local government.
I've already said my name. Your Excellency, you always say something. You always say fairness, equity, and justice in everything. Let me start from Matisbo. I will start first to appreciate His Excellency. First to appreciate His Excellency. Gómìnà wa afẹ́dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín lórí olóde, afẹ́dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín lórí olóde. Contractor wọ́n ti move sí site láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́. Wọ́n ní dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín pé ẹ ṣe bọ́. Afẹ́dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín pé wọ́n ti súnmọ́ Ìgbòho báyìí. Wọ́n ní dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín pé ẹ ṣe bọ́. Afẹ́dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín pé wọ́n ti súnmọ́ Ìgbòho báyìí. Ẹ dẹ̀ promise wa pé àgbọ̀nlẹ̀ ó ti wà nínú budget. Promise wa pé àgbọ̀nlẹ̀ ó ti wà nínú budget ọ̀nà ọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ àgbọ̀nlẹ̀ torí pé tẹ bá ti promise nǹkan ẹ ti ń fèlè wa a dẹ̀ nígbà pé pẹ̀lú ògbọ́ Ọlọ́run ẹ máa ti wá bá mójútó ọ̀nà yẹn. Igbópẹ̀ ti ṣí àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o àmọ́ lóore à ń dúró tán wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣẹ́ ń bẹ̀ torí pé ọ̀nà yẹn kò ń ṣe fún Igbópẹ̀ nìkan àti ara ti ṣí gbogbo òkè Ògùn 2 ní ọ̀nà yẹn máa wúlò fún. Your Excellency, we appreciate your fairness, equity, and justice. Not just only Ibadan that you are doing intercity, interlocal. You are doing intercity, interlocal government. You also extend it to Otobun. He said your remark. You magnanimously approve that.
you magnanimously approve that they should go and patch the road from Seyi to Shaki. We appreciate you. Thank you very much, sir. Your Excellency, sir, our hospitals in Otogun, even though in Oyo State generally, you have approved for the senior worker, but we are short of junior worker and security in most of our hospitals. Please, Your Excellency, we want you to look into that for us so that you can approve for more improvement before the tenure end. Thank you, sir. Your Excellency, construction of Opudi Shaki Road in Tede through the ramp, we want to thank you that for your kindly approve of the road. Eshebon, we appreciate you, sir. Eshe. Your Excellency, in Otogun, you are doing local government road in Ibadan, but in Otogun, we don't have anyone going on right now. Council fún Otogun. Torí pé a ní ọ̀nà tó jẹ́ local government a lè náwó sí pé ẹ̀ ń ṣe lọ́dọ̀ wa tí ará Alájẹlú, ará Ìbàdàn North, ará gbogbo Ìbàdàn wọ́n dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín, àwa náà fẹ́ dúpẹ́ ní next budget pé aṣọ ẹ̀dẹ̀ ṣe fún wa. Your Excellency, ẹjọ́ ẹ bá wa ṣe, a máa appreciate ẹ̀. Your Excellency, èyí tó bàbá rí bẹ̀ òun ni insecurity. Àwa táwa láti Òkè Ògùn a ní game reserve, particularly èmi tí mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ní Ṣẹ̀pẹ̀tẹ̀rẹ̀ tí mo ti wá a ní 1,580 something hectares ló jẹ́ game reserve tó dẹ̀ pé àwọn bandits tó bá ń bọ̀ láti Kwara àwa ní border town káṣù mẹ́fà àwa láfẹ́ jẹ́ kíní wọn. Ẹjọ́ Your Excellency, à ń bẹ̀bẹ̀ pé ẹ bá wa wo nǹkan tẹ́ bá lè ṣe fún wa, particularly àwọn Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn, ẹ bá wa wo ọ̀dọ̀ wa nísìn àti ní tactical team ní Ṣẹ̀pẹ̀tẹ̀rẹ̀ tí mo fẹ́ bẹ̀bẹ̀ lónìí pé ọ̀bá àwọn tactical team tí wọ́n ṣe dọ́dọ̀ wa a nídìí lọ́ọ̀sì fún wọn láti lè máa move around láti máa ran àwọn Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn lọ́mọdé mọ̀ pé mo ṣe sọ jẹ́ tó kàn bí báyìí ẹ máa approve lọ́ọ̀sì fún tactical team Ṣẹ̀pẹ̀tẹ̀rẹ̀ torí ẹ ti approve fún member àwọn kan Ìbàdàn bí báyìí èmi náà wá request fún àwọn tactical team ọ̀dọ̀ wa ní Ṣẹ̀pẹ̀tẹ̀rẹ̀ gbé jẹ́ approve fún mi tẹ́mi náà lè gbèdéle pé nǹkan tí mo gbà lọ́wọ́ gómìnà mi rèé o àwọn náà ti ní tactical team ní Ṣẹ̀pẹ̀tẹ̀rẹ̀. Ọba ẹjọ́ bíríjì kan já ní Ìràwọ̀ Ṣakí afẹ́ tẹ́ bá wa ṣe tẹ́ bá approve tẹ́ bá ń ṣe remark lónìí torí bíríjì yẹn ló kọ́nẹ́tì Ìràwọ̀ wá sí Ṣakí bíríjì yẹn ti bàjẹ́ tẹ́ pé tí.
Mark, before that, Okeogun 2 ló sọ̀rọ̀. Okay, we are going to Okeogun 1. Honourable Adeola Bamidele.
Right Honorable Mr. Speaker, sir, Adeola, and I greet all the KBCs, honorable, distinguished honorable members, privilege to talk on behalf of Okeogun 1, which consists of Iseyin, Itesiwaju, Kajola, and Iwajowa. But because of the time, I will make a summary of this, sir. As far as road construction is concerned, just this year when we mark 2 years in novice, in the month of June, July, we table before you some of our requests. And today, to announce to the whole world that and the construction is very powerful, and it will revive the economy of Okeogun generally. Not only that, we agitated in this Allo chamber. And when you visited Kunle Afolayan program, you still made it known to the people of our federal constituency that Okaka Otu Bojayi Road, a 21.5 kilometer road, will be constructed. I'm glad to announce to everybody here today that work started just 3 months or 2 months ago, and it has covered no less than 30% as I'm talking to you. Which shows that before the end of this year, or this first quarter of next year, we should be ready for the commissioning of that road. You are a promise keeper. And by the grace of God, your private and secret aspirations, God will grant it. Oliver Twist always asks for more. We have to ask. When I was discussing with my people, the Kajola constituency, sir, permit me to say that they say for the last 6 years, they want to feel the impact of this government. Most especially, Ilero, Perod. But the job is like 60% done. But as today, we may not really know what's happening. The contractor is out of the site, and we believe that the Commissioner for Works can look into it and bring the contractor back to site. Not only that, Your Excellency, sir, I want to appreciate you on security issues. Of recent, I watched and I followed you when you were in China, inspecting the 3 aircrafts that will be brought to Oyo State to ensure that we have safety and complete security network in Oyo State, which will be first of its kind in Nigeria. That means you are showing a template, even for federal government, for us to combat and curb this level of insecurity that we have never witnessed in Nigeria before. That is happening today. And we are so fortunate that out of the 3 bases that you have selected in Oyo State, one is in Otu, which is my state constituency. One is in Igbeti. That means we have 2 out of these 2 aircrafts that will be monitoring from Intezuaju to Igbeti, from hand to hand. Probably the other one may be based in Ibadan. We want to appreciate you for this courage, and I salute your brevity. I salute your doggedness, and I salute your sincerity to the promise you have made to your state citizen. Not on the issue of security, sir. Like Honorable Wale Canada said, Okeogun is full of a very big land. That most of the towns that are developed there, it's just like 10 or 15% of the land use are occupied by developed area. So all other areas are full of forests and bushes. Now, and we have a boundary with Kwara State. And something is happening now in Kwara State. Even most of the schools are being closed in Kwara State now. I was reading something on social media now that a letter has been released by Commissioner of Police to NCDC now that all our borders in Oyo State should be covered. That one boo or year, or what's the name, is coming from Kwara State to enter Oyo State. Your Excellency, sir, all these routes, I think it's high time we made a very pragmatic effort, like we have been doing, to ensure that all these are reserves, our bushes are covered by security. No, we don't want a replica of what is happening in the northern, that all our children will be, the bandits will capture them or whatsoever. It has never happened, but we believe it will not happen in Oyo State. We believe that no church will be invaded. We believe no mosque will be invaded. For the past 6 years, we have been living peacefully in Oyo State, and we believe it's a strategic that you have put in place that is making us to have that opportunity. We believe that by the grace of God, we'll continue in that trend. Mr. Speaker, please. I'm sorry.
Please, we are running out of time.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I will brush it because along this side, I will be the first person to talk on Okeogun. We have not spent 10 minutes. And Ibadan has spent more than 30 minutes. So we have not spent, Honorable Wale Canada spent 3 minutes. And this is 10 local government. So you Honorable Canada spent 3 minutes. I will spend the rest of 7 minutes so that it will balance. Equity and justice. Fairness. Thank you, sir. Yeah. We have some other roles that we expect. In Iwajowa, Honorable Anthony is agitating and is requesting that if time permits us, by the grace of God, that Igano to Adawaye Road, Igano to Adawaye Road, Igano to linking, what's the name of it, Ibarakwa Zone, Honorable Action is expecting most of the internal roads in Kajola to be done, and the road between Ilero, like I said in the other time, and why initiating local government, we are expecting, sir, like it has been programmed and budgeted for by the RAM provision that Iseyin to Akumi Osogun is one of the roads we plied when we were doing campaign. And that road will now link to Ibarakpa Road. So from Iseyin, Akumi, Sagbole, even if that road cannot be constructed completely today, we believe that if our local government chairman can be supported and we give it a very good grading and a total rehabilitation, it will help 60% of our farmers that occupy the same local government. One of the key points of this administration is that we are evolving the economy of the state through tourism. And we see what has happened within short of time, where the little period that we have occupied this seat, we see that the governor has tried his best. And that's why I will mention the suspended lake, that the rules around suspended lake, that will be, if we have the international airport, we have very good road from Iseyin to Ibadan. We have very good road from Iseyin to Adawaye. Now, if all these tourists are coming and they now get to that suspended lake and they realize that all the roads around that place are shattered, they are not attractive. His Excellency, we want a total beautification of that place. I know that there was an advert on that a consultant to be engaged, but be as it may, the government can still work on the road network around suspended lake to make it more attractive to the tourists. Sir, I want to talk on the energy, electrification. We appreciate you, sir, for making O2 Center as one of the areas where power will be generated even for the whole of Okiogun. In addition, you have established that base and you are working towards it. We thank you. In Iwajowa, there is this Elekokan to Igana. They were in total blackout for the past 2 years. They need the electrification of that place. We believe the Rural Electrification Board can take note of Commission of Energy so that that one also be captured for next year. Conclusively, sir, as I'm concluding, Your Excellency, what's your problem? Generally, sir, in Iseyin, Tesuwaju, Kajola, and Wajowa, the last rainy season that we experienced, most of the coverts that link from one street to the other in our major towns have collapsed. And we realize that in that area, the IGR that we are making may not be helpful to us even to renovate or to rehabilitate or to put all those covers together. Your Excellency, I have a lot of covers here in Iseyin, Tesuwaju, Kajola, and Wajowa. I wish, Your Excellency, that the Commissioner for Local Government should be directed that all damaged covers in each local government should be captured and be tendered to the Ministry of Local Government for rehabilitation and total reconstruction, so that one will help all the movement of the citizens.
How many coverts are you requesting for?
Yeah, like in Iseyin local government.
Is it up to 10? Is it 15?
Like in Iseyin local government, we have up to 10. In Itezwa, we have up to 5. In Iwajowa, we have up to 3. And in Kajola, we have up to 6.
Okay,
and
let's
these
make
are
it at 20 coverts.
Yeah, these are the coverts that link from one street to the other, not even outside the town. It's within the town. So if those people cannot move from one place, even when they are affecting the students, we have some of the students that fall victim when they're during the rainy season, in the prayers of crossing those bridges. Like there's one in Iseyin, Agomoke, Yekunle Road. So those things, the local government chairman can compile it, table it at the Ministry of Local Government. These are the things that are very, need just a little financial support. Your Excellency, sir, I want to say this, that like my colleagues have said, in urban regional planning, like somebody mentioned the issue of Circular Road. Your Excellency, we have to look at certain area. For us to have a new Oyo State, as we are transforming Ibadan, we are having more of a urban migration. And we have rural-urban migration now. People are moving from Lagos down to Ibadan. People are moving from rural area coming to Ibadan. If care is not taken, Ibadan will be jam-packed. That is why we are having increase in house rent. From 400,000 to 1 million naira, 2-bedroom flat. Now, all those new towns, Iseyin, Oyo, Ogbomoso, they need to be developed more. You have done your best by linking all the roads. We don't have problem with the road now. But the urban renewal, the GRA, most of the people that will work, that will control the system, the planning of that town, they are no more on seat. When we started this administration, we have over 700 staffs in town planning section of Ministry of Land and Urban Development. As I'm talking to you, I had a meeting with them last week. They are less than 250. Out of 250, almost 30 of them will be retiring next year. And you now find that in each local government now, for example, in the Teswaji local government, that they want to monitor Otu, Okaka, Igbojaye, Ipakpo, and they want to control the planning of that area. Only 3 staffs. Only 3 staffs. If you go to Lagelu, for as big as Lagelu is, they have only 10 staffs. And all these staffs, they don't have tools, no vehicle to work, and that is why you now have many of our areas becoming slum areas, because nobody to control the planning activities. And that area is very sensitive. As you have the vision of developing the corridor, the planning control, the staff, the personnel that will work on it, so that we will not have a replica of what we are experiencing today. When somebody will not have document and his house will not be red mark or you will not comply with any document, and after some years we just come up one day that government want to demolish my house. I asked one of the protesters, I said, I've been practicing as a surveyor for the last 20 years. And when I started, I wanted to do a survey in that circular road. I took it to the Ministry of Land. They said, when they charted it, they said, fall under circular road. Where do you now have the documents? None of them. And this is what is happening in other towns too. We need planning control. And that area needs serious attention for us to achieve better things in Oyo State. I want to say this, sir. Your Excellency, many of our people have said a very good thing. You are a leader, sir, by excellence. And you have modeled many of us. And that reason why I said this, that the transformation we have witnessed in Oyo State today, is sine qua non. It's not that nobody can erase. And I will quote from your word. If people are saying many things and they want to go to gutter, we will not go to gutter with them. Thank you very much and God bless her.
Well, thank you very much, Honorable Adiola. You are called procedural for a reason. You showed us the reason today. Thank you. Last but not the least, in any way, shape, or form, we will call on Honorable Ojedogun, Peter Ojedogun, representing the Barakwa.
The Right Honorable Speaker, my colleagues, the House of Assembly, Your Excellencies and other cabinet members, Ayi Baba, Kabiyesi. I don't have much to say as today because they usually call me a talkative. I'll just speak briefly. I've been warned before coming to the chamber. But notwithstanding, I will commend our governor on behalf of my zone, Ibarakwa, Bejeje. Ó ní ọ̀nà pẹ́ mi pọ̀ mi ò lè sọ tán. Ọ̀nà pọ̀ mi pọ̀ a ò lè sọ tán. Ṣùgbọ́n ó síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ a ó sọ wọn tí a lè sọ. Ṣèyí aláàánú wa ó mà ṣe ó bàbá. Kí ló jẹ́ kí n sọ ẹni wípé ẹni wípé ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọgbà là bá béèrè púpọ̀ pé a fẹ́ yìí a fẹ́ yìí a fẹ́ yìí. A fẹ́ fi àkókò yìí dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gómìnà wa ni fún iṣẹ́ ribiribi èyí tí wọ́n ti ṣe. Gbogbo aláwà níbí nígbà tí à ń sọ̀rọ̀ léyìí tó kọjá nígbà tá à ń ṣe ọdún kejì tí à ń bá gómìnà wa sọ̀rọ̀. A jẹ́ kó mọ̀ bí ilẹ̀ Ìbàràpá ṣe rí gbogbo nǹkan tí ó ń dùn wá níhà abẹ̀. Ní pàtàkì jùlọ ọ̀nà wa tó sọ́wọ́pọ̀ mọ́ Ìbàdàn sí Ìbàràpá gbogbo pátápátá tó yẹ mọ́ gómìnà gan ló mọ̀ pé ò da wọ́n sì ṣe ìlérí fún wa nígbà náà wípé lágbára Ọlọ́run bàbá ti fẹ́ káwọn ó ṣe làwọn ó ṣe pé kì í pé wọ́n ó tún ọ̀nà àwọn ó gbé ọ̀nà fún òṣìṣẹ́ lásán mọ́ kí wọ́n gbé fún òṣìṣẹ́ tó kọ́ṣẹ́ tó mọṣẹ́ gómìnà mo mà dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o wọ́n ti gba iṣẹ́ yẹn wọ́n ti gbé fún àwọn akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ oníṣẹ́ ọ̀nà wọ́n sì bẹ̀rẹ̀ láì tí ì máa dọ̀dà sí ara lákòókò tá a ti wà yìí gbogbo ibi tí ó ní gegele kòtò wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní wú táwọn ọkọ̀ ti kún ẹ̀gbẹ́ ọ̀nà lọ tí wọ́n ń bá iṣẹ́ lọ àwọn tá a bá ti ọ̀nà Ìbàràpá wá sí Ìbàdàn láàrin mo rò pé ẹ̀rọ apẹ̀rẹ̀ mo sọ yẹn láti ọ̀sẹ̀ tó kọjá níṣẹ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ níbẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ó jẹ́ kí àṣeyọrí rẹ̀ kí ó wáyé débi àṣefẹ́ a fi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín nígbà tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ètò ẹ̀kọ́ pé wọ́n rán wa jẹ púpọ̀ jù nílẹ̀ Ìbàràpá àti ní Òkè Ògùn gómìnà ṣèlérí pé àtúnṣe ó wáyé láti ìgbà náà àtúnṣe sì ń wáyé wọ́n lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ wa ṣùgbọ́n kò tíì tó o nípa ètò ìlera ó fẹ́ sọ eléyìí ètò ìlera ẹ̀ ń ṣe púpọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ó kù nìbọn ró gbogbo gẹ́gẹ́ bí ètò tí a ń ṣe láti ẹkùn kan sí ìkejì local government to local government tí a ń consider àwọn ẹ̀ka local government yìí yàtọ̀ láti ibìkan dé ìkejì àwọn kan kójọ lójú kan àwọn kan fẹ̀ káàkiri fún àpẹẹrẹ Ìbàràpá náà local government ibi tá à ń pè ní àríwá Ìbàràpá ìwọ̀n tó gbé láti Ìdìyàn about 20 something ká tó lọ Tápà ká tó lọ Ayítẹ̀ ká tó ṣẹ̀dé Igbó Ọ̀rà ká tó lè rí dókítà tó yanrantí láti tọ́jú oníwòsàn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹni kú sójú ọ̀nà nínú ọkọ̀ níbi tí ilé ògùn tó wà tí dókítà tún lè pa akókó ní general hospital òun la Ayítẹ̀ ká sì tó dé Ayítẹ̀ boundary local government la Ayítẹ̀ wà gbogbo ibi tí ó ti ṣẹ̀ láti ẹlẹ́kọ̀ọ̀kan tó yẹ dé gàgà gba àrọ́kọ tó wà ń bẹ̀ láti Ìdìyàn Akọ̀yà Àsùnnára àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ọ̀nà jì sí ìgboro tá a bá ṣe àtúndé ìgboro gẹ̀gẹ̀ tán ìnítúnṣe ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ni fún ìdí èyí àwa ń rọ̀ yín àsìfi sí àti ń ké ilé ìwòsàn tí àwọn ìjọba àtijọ́ ti ṣètò rẹ̀ sílẹ̀ tí wọ́n dá dúró tí wọn ò kọ́ parí oníbùsùn 100 bùsùn ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ dákun ẹ bá wò ó ṣe àti sọ nígbà tí wọ́n ṣe bọ́jẹ̀tì náà eléyìí tí ẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ bú mi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín púpọ̀ nípa ètò bọ́jẹ̀tì tó yẹ pé fún gbogbo aráàlú pátápátá nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ láyè àwọn lọ́balọ́ba ìjòyè ẹlẹ́sìn ọmọdé àgbà obìnrin ẹlẹ́gbẹ́jẹgbẹ́ ọlọ́gbàjọgbà pé kó kálukú wá sọ ìfẹ́ ọkàn rẹ̀ kí ni wọ́n fẹ́ fún ìlọsíwájú ìdàgbàsókè àdúgbò wọn tó yẹ pé fúnra wa náà là ń fẹ́ náà sọ ohun tí a fẹ́ gbogbo ohun tá a fẹ́ yẹn àti nígbà wọ́pẹ́ bá wa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa ṣe àdúrà àwọn gbà ẹjọ́ gbogbo ohun tá a sọ fún wọn gbà bọ́jẹ̀tì ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n bá wa fi sí kẹ́sì bá wa ṣe mójútó ní pàtàkì jùlọ nípa ètò ìwòsàn gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ṣe sọ àwọn èrò àti sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó yẹ pé gbogbo káńsù lọ jẹ mọ́ ọ̀nà àárín ìgboro ni o gọ́tà bàjẹ́ ni o kọ́fà ti já ni o a lè máa ṣe àtúwé asẹ́lórí eléyìí gbogbo ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ lọ jẹ mọ́ ìfún wà láàrin ìgboro Ìbàdàn bòmíì náà ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́lẹ̀ là á ṣe kínní là á já lè sú mò ń bẹ̀ fún ọ̀rọ̀ ti Ìbàràpá. ẹ rí i pé àwọn èèyàn wa wọ́n ń sọ ọ̀rọ̀ kan lẹ́ẹ̀kan àwọn kan da mọ́nà orin náà gómìnà Seyi Makinde mo fẹ́ ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ tó lọ bí eléyìí nípa ọ̀rọ̀ ààbò ẹjọ́ mo fọlọ́ ń bẹ̀ wá kí ní ààbò yẹn lágbára ẹ ti ṣe ń pọ̀ ní ilẹ̀ Ìbàràpá ní pàtàkì jùlọ ní Ìbàràpá north tó yẹ pé kí àmì kan tó lè wọbẹ̀ ń sìn àgbúrò even kíjọba tó mọ̀ gan-an àwọn náà ti sáré padà sẹ́yìn ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀yin gẹ́gẹ́ bíi balógun aṣíwájú ogun tó ẹ fi alọ́kànbalẹ̀ tí ń jẹ́ ká lè máa dún bí a ṣe ń dún ẹ dákun ẹ má jáwọ́ lára ká má bàa gbàgbé sùn lọ o nítorí bẹ̀yẹn àwọn èèyàn náà ronú pé àbí bẹ̀yẹn á rọrùn fún wọn láti gbà wọlé torí pé a ti gbàgbéra ṣùgbọ́n iṣẹ́ pọ̀ ń bẹ̀ ẹ dákun ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ nípa ètò ààbò níbẹ̀ àwọn tí ń fún wọn ní ètò ààbò àwọn tó ń fún wọn bẹ̀ kéré ní gẹ́gẹ́ bí àdúgbò yẹn ti rí àjọ sọ̀ráǹdì báńdìrì sí àwọn Republic of Benin àti àwọn ọ́dàsì dí àwọn yòókù ní báńdìrì la wà ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ dákun ẹ bá mójútó ètò ààbò tó péye níbẹ̀ yẹn nígbà tí mo ń sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan pàwọn èèyàn àtàwọn tí ń kọrin àtàwọn tó ń wòran à ń wòye o Seyi Makinde à ń wòye púpọ̀ a sì rò wípé èrò wa nípa yín tá à ń rò Ọlọ́run ò jẹ́ kó rí bá a ṣe ń fẹ́ àwọn èèyàn ti sọ àtẹ̀ntọ́ sọ lẹ́nà àtẹ̀ntọ́ sọ gbangba òótọ́ ọ̀tọ̀ ètò ìjọba là ń ṣe ètò òṣèlú náà wà ń bẹ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹ̀ ṣàrò orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà láìpẹ́ nítọ̀pẹ́ yìí èyí ló mú mi sọ lóyún pé ohun ẹ wí ohun tí wọ́n rí wọn rò olùṣèyí á ṣe ohun àfẹ́kọ́ ṣe ẹ kúlé.
Well, to briefly round up what everybody has said, the Deputy Speaker, please make your remark very brief.
Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues,
the executive governor of our dear state, the traditional rulers, and other invitees here present today. Mr. Speaker, sir, members have spoken from different divisions of the state. And if we were allowed to talk individually, I'm sure we will not leave this place by 7 p.m. But to whom much is given, much is expected. First and foremost, I want to thank His Excellency for what he has been doing for the past 6 or 7 years or thereabout. In the area of agriculture, sir, you have shown that it is possible to be a farmer in Shaki and be recognized in Belgium. You have shown that to be a farmer in Oyo town, you can sell your product in France, meaning that you are showcasing the beauty of our state to the rest of the world. We have all spoken, like I said earlier on, but we must know something, that Nigeria is not smiling. But we are smiling in Oyo State in terms of security. We are smiling in Oyo State because our governor is ready to lead and is leading the way we expected. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect, right, Honorable Speaker? In the area of infrastructure, the governor has demonstrated from Okeogun to Ogbomoso, to Oyo, to Ibadan, and other areas of the state. He has shown consistency. He has shown leadership. And that is why we are all laughing and happy this morning. Right, Honorable Speaker, we should not shy away from the fact that security is a major problem in this country today. I repeat, security is a major concern in this country today. But we thank God for the kind of governor we have. Each member that has spoken has talked about the issue of security. Yes. But I am very sure with the support of the traditional rulers and with our support individually, we are going to ensure that our areas are kept safe. I want to congratulate His Excellency for the procurement of the 3 security planes, surveillance planes, so to say, first of its kind in this country. While others are busy buying commercial aircraft to make money from, our governor has deemed fit to get a surveillance plane to protect his people. Your Excellency, we thank you for that. In the area of employment or health, let me take health for example. Our health facilities are improving day by day, but we can still do better, Your Excellency. Like I said, nobody is perfect. The Excellency is not perfect, neither is the Speaker perfect, or myself, I am not perfect. Now, on the issue of circular road that we have talked about, this is one major issue in the past few weeks that has want to turn the state one way or the other. Some people have taken it to be a political issue, which should not be. We all know what the circular road is going to do for our state. One of our leaders conceived that idea, but he was not allowed to do it. Another person came, he was not allowed to do it. Another person came, they were not allowed to do it. But during the time of His Excellency, Engineer Seyi Makinde, he was able not just to scratch the ground, but to ensure that he commenced and he may likely finish the job. we have been seeing, I've not been there, because even the Excellency, like I said, we are 32 honorable members in the House. We usually refer to His Excellency as the number 30. He's even doing more oversight than honorable members of the House. We would like to pay a visit to Your Excellency as a whole House, so that we were able to talk to our people in our constituency. The corridor setback people were in my office. They had a meeting with myself and honorable members from the left city, and we told them, we explained to them, and from what we were able to gather, some people are behind this thing. They have turned it to a political issue because the election is fast approaching. But Your Excellency, let me tell you this. Be rest assured that the entire people of Oyo State are solidly behind you on this project. And whether they like it or not, Oyo State is the next destination for greatness. Oyo State is the next destination for growth and development. So on this note, Your Excellency, I'm going to round up by saying, some have eyes, they see not what you are doing. Some have ears, they hear not what you are doing. But for us in the House of Assembly, my people.
That brings us to the end of comments by honorable members. The leader.
Mr. Speaker, esteemed colleague, next item on the order of the paper is presentation of 2026 budget estimate by His Excellency Governor Seyi Makinde.
Your Excellency, sir.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká jókòó. Before the presentation of the budget, let me say, bí mo ṣe ń wọlé bọ̀, àwọn Parliamentary Staff Association of Nigeria. Ẹ sọ fún mi pé ẹ need the bus. Mo dẹ̀ rí bánà yín bẹ̀ yẹn ẹ̀kọ́ bọ́ọ̀sì sí, but a fún yín ní bus. So within the next 2 weeks, I will ensure you have a bus. Definitely, ma convey àwọn èèyàn yín káàkiri. And I'm really ẹ ṣeun. Ẹ mo rí pé orú mú ní ọ̀dọ̀ yín. Part tó wà nínú budget yìí ni pé by this time next year ẹ mú sweater wá torí pé inú gbogbo yóò á máa tutù ní. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Oyo State, Barrister Abdurrahim Adebayo Lawa, Your Excellencies, former Deputy Governors of Oyo State that are here present, His Excellency, the National Secretary for the People's Democratic Party, Ambassador Taufik Arapaja, His Excellency, Engineer Hamid Gbadamosi, His Excellency, Barrister Azim Gbalarumi, the Honorable Speaker, Oyo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Adebo Ogundoyin, and other honorable members of the Oyo State House of Assembly, the Chief Judge of Oyo State, Honorable Justice Iyabo Yerima, Also, the President Customary Court of Appeal, Honorable Justice Abdulganiu, and other members of the Oyo State Judiciary that are here present. Former Speaker, Oyo State House of Assembly, Distinguished Senator Monsurat Sumonu. The SSG, the Chief of Staff, the Head of Service, the Deputy Chief of Staff. His Imperial Majesty, the Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Abimbola Akim Owade the First. His Excellency and His Imperial Majesty, the Olubadan of Ibadan land, Oba Rashidi Adewale Ladoja Arusa the First. His Imperial Majesty, the Shoun of Ogbomoso, Oba Gandhi Afolabi Olaoye, ably represented by High Chief Kasali Oladipo Yusuf. Ẹjọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin orí adé ọrùn lẹ̀kẹ̀ ẹ mo kí yín o kábíyèsí o kádé pẹ́ lórí kí bàtà pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀. The Honorable Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning, Professor Musiba Babatunde, other Honorable Commissioners in the Cabinet of Oyo State Government here present, our service commanders, you're all duly recognized. The Chairman of Oyo State Elders Council, Oyo State, and other chairmen of local government areas here present, other political functionaries of Oyo State here present, permanent secretaries, heads of non-ministerial departments, distinguished leaders and members of PDP, heads of federal parastatals, captains of industries, professional bodies, prominent religious leaders, labor union leaders, Isoleto, market leaders, artisans and other groups here present, and invited guests, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I will, first of all, before I go into my main speech, I'll deal with some of the issues raised by the honorable members. Oyo Federal Constituency, most of the roads that Honorable Oyekola, they are all work in progress. Some of them contractors have mobilized in there, but I've taken proper notice and we will deal as appropriate. The majority leader, Sanjay, let me say this. I visited a company at Lagelu, very close to Yanofa. It's called Northlink Limited, owned by a retired Air Vice Marshal, Tunde Awoyola. I asked him, they only process for export. I asked him at the end of the visit, if there is one thing that I can do for you today, what would that be? Only I won't need enough cashew to process. Maybe. So the market is there. What we need to do is productivity. So setting up another market, first, I feel the supply, Tani, and they are for export. So they earn foreign exchange, not only for your state, but for Nigeria. So we will try and create the link between the market and the farmers. Ibadan less city, Ibadan greater city, according to AKT, and Ibadan city. Skills Acquisition Center, Agbowo Shopping Complex, infrastructure renewal, those are the issues raised. And then currency, I don't know where the hold is, but the secondary school will be built in your constituency. And also somebody raised the issue of the chief's law. I'm glad that Babawa Wambi, Uriade Orunleke, I signed the chief's law on the 14th of August, 2025. So it's signed, it's a law. They just need to convene their meeting. And I'll be there. Okeogun 1, Okeogun 2, Ati Ibarakwa, the major issues raised, that of infrastructure and also security. Let me say that in Oyo State, we will not have a knee-jerk reaction to the issue of security. We have a security architecture that is robust enough for current and evolving threats. So we can be proactive in terms of what we perceive as the next level of threat, and our security architecture in Oyo State is able to deal with it. The aircrafts, they are 2 brand new, not 3, they are 2. But they're brand new, and we'll get value out of them. And one thing that we will demonstrate to you when those aircraft finally arrive in Oyo State is that I will show you far away in Iwajowa, you will be here, and you see the plate number of vehicles that are on the road, Nibe. That is the level of detail that we can have. Infrastructure. Some people, I don't mean to go on councillors 1B. At the local government level, we gave them approval. Each local government should grade 30 kilometers of road, and they release the money from their JAC account. It's their money, it's your money. Committee to go round now and verify. If they've done it, then we can go to a second phase, as you've asked for. Also, our infrastructure, because our resources are limited. I was getting a briefing from the Honorable Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning this morning before I came here. And he said on revenue, I think we're right around 70%. So you need to make money and then spend that money to service your budget. So our infrastructure is haunting our economy. because our resources are limited. That is why you notice on Seyi, see Ikere Gorge Dam, because that's a tourist attraction. We're doing it. Okaka to Igbojaye, we're doing it. It's also a tourist attraction. Kunle Afolayan has invested a lot of money in the Cap village. So, we have to use what we have to create more, to generate more, and then it can go round. And finally, some people say, well, local government, maybe they are not working, or get local government to work with the state. I can assure everybody, even long after I've left the scene, the model Oyo State adopts is the final model that is solve problem local government administration in Nigeria. Our local government, and I have projects, I can give it to the press. As of today, they've executed or they've committed to about 203 billion worth of projects. And we've released over 155 billion. I can release the project. Go and look at it, whether they've been executed or not. Or you can come back and tell us. No, I'll release that. The press, you can take me up on it. There's nothing to hide. It's our money, is our commonwealth. AKT, ọ̀nà tó lọ láti ẹ máa gbọ́ ọ̀nà ìgbà tí mo ń ṣe campaign káàkiri àgbà Igbó Eléri àgbà wọlé sí Ọlọ́ndà Àbá, and I promise them pé láti Ojúrin ní Àkóbọ̀ yẹn àá ṣe ọ̀nà yẹn tá dé Ọlọ́ndà Àbá. But àṣẹ ṣùgbọ́n ǹjẹ́ ṣé ẹmẹ tó ṣe Lágelú local government ló ṣe kò ń ṣe Ọ̀yọ́ state government. Láti Ọlọ́runṣògo tó fi ń lọ sí Amúlòkó lọ sí Odiode Ale junction ọ̀nà àrà local government ló ń ṣe lọ́wọ́. We have projects tó jẹ́ pé hybrid ni, like those aircraft local government contribute. So it's a model that we think it has worked well in Oyo State, and in years to come, they will come and study it and adopt it at the federal level. Most of the other things, they are in my speech. And if I need to elaborate, I will elaborate. Mr. Speaker, sir, honorable members of the Oyo State House of Assembly, today I stand before you to present the penultimate budget proposal by our administration, which we have tagged the budget of economic expansion. Under our 2025 budget of economic stabilization, we consolidated on the economic gains from previous budgets. And so for 2026, it is only logical that we press on further growth of the Oyo State economy. Mr. Speaker, several flagship projects and ongoing investments now position Oyo State for a production-led economy. Some of these are: 1, Africa Continental Free Trade Area initiatives. This will enable local producers to access the continent's integrated market. Oluyole Free Trade Zone. This is designed to attract manufacturing, assembly plants, and export-oriented industries. Special Agro-Processing Zones, SAPZ. This will transform primary agricultural outputs into higher value products and boost agro-industrialization. Dry port and logistics hubs. This is strengthening Oyo's competitiveness in trade and enhancing supply chain efficiency. Upgrading of the Samuel Ladoke Akintola Airport to international standard. This is positioning the state as a regional logistics and investment hub. The 110-kilometer Rashidi Ladoja Circular Road and its development corridor. This is strengthening regional connectivity and catalyzing economic growth by linking key transport and commercial hubs. This project represents a decisive policy shift toward industrial productivity, export competitiveness, and global market integration, justifying the theme of economic expansion. Mr. Speaker, sir, honorable members of the House, less than 2 weeks ago, we commissioned the now completed Ibadan Central Bus Terminals 1 and 2 at Iwo Road and New Ife Road. So Ibadan can now boast of 4 modern bus terminals supported by a state-backed transport system. And these buses, we've been subsidizing them since 2023. They've made mobility easier for workers, for traders, and for students. Not to talk of our elderly people, our people that are specially challenged. They all benefit from that subsidy. In September, we also completed phase 1 of the Ibadan International Airport Upgrade Project. Even though they played politics with us, convention, but convention until once now they will have to open it. Today, Oyo State can receive wide-bodied aircraft. This is an achievement that opens our economy to global logistics, tourism, and investment opportunities. For those that do not know, Ibadan Airport was commissioned in 1982. And that is over 40-something years. 43 years. This is the first time that a wide-bodied aircraft in 43 years will land in Ibadan Airport. We have welcomed new investors and we have broken ground of the Oyo State Agribusiness Industrial Hub, Ijayi, building on the success of the Fashola model. Our 2025 performance strengthened fiscal resilience. We improved internally generated revenue through automation and efficiency without overburdening citizens with new taxes. I promised when I was campaigning 2018-2019 that there will be no new taxes in Oyo State. I'm happy to report we've improved our internally generated revenue with no new taxes. Businesses thrived. Workers were paid promptly. We had Liberty. May 29, 2019, that on the 25th of every month, workers will receive their salaries. Well, ọdún keje là ń lò lọ yìí. So Oyo State has gone beyond ipe ìjọba kan dé wọn láwọn ò lè san salary kò possible mọ́ Oyo State. We have the template. And social services continued without disruption. These achievements, made possible by the 2025 budget, have stabilized our economy, created jobs, and expanded our base for sustainable growth. Mr. Speaker, sir, honorable members of the House, we stand at the threshold of a new chapter. The 2026 budget of economic expansion, totaling 891 billion, 985,074,480 naira 79 kobo. 891-985-074-480.79 builds on the foundation of stability to drive productivity and inclusive growth. 502 billion, 846 million, 112 naira 85 kobo is dedicated to capital expenditure, while 389 billion, 138 million, 596,667 naira 94 kobo will go to recurrent expenditure. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, this is another milestone budget. We are hedging closer to the ideal of 60-40 ratio between capital and recurrent expenditure. 6.37%, while recurrent expenditure is 43.63%. We will continue to prioritize sectors that directly expand our economy. The breakdown of this budget across our 4 key pillars is as follows. Infrastructure gets the highest allocation, 25,443,802 naira 16 kobo is allocated to 2 naira 16 kobo is allocated to infrastructure project. This represents 23.55% of the total. As I said a few months ago, our administration is focused on completing already awarded and ongoing projects to ensure that we do not leave projects unfinished in other zones. And of course, and I said even Honorable Gbenga bend process and should get to ESCO for approval within the next 2 weeks. So as I promised, feeder road, 209,617,317 naira 20 kobo. Allocated to this important sector was allocated 17.40% of the total of our budget. So we are to address the manpower deficit in that sector. This budget ensures that we can continue to cover the recurrent expenditure, while at the same time, it funds our plan to upgrade more education infrastructure across the state. Health gets a total of 70 billion 849 million 163,558 naira 7 kobo. This represents 7.94% of the total budget. This past year, we have successfully completed 100 out of 106 primary healthcare centers being upgraded across the state, with the remaining 6 set to be completed by the end of this year. We plan to turn our attention to our secondary healthcare facilities to ensure that at least one in each zone is upgraded before the end of our tenure. So, Honorable PJ Ajedok, this is part of what you're agitating for. Agriculture has been allocated 19 billion 987 million 210,324 naira 16 kobo, which represents 2.24% of the total budget. Well, this is not the full picture for the agriculture sector. Many of the infrastructure projects that drive that sector are captured under the infrastructure budget. We have various public-private partnership and development partners funded projects which are ongoing across the state, such as Rural Access and Agricultural Marketing Project, RAMP, the Livestock Productivity and Resilience Support Project, LPRES, and SAPZ, which I mentioned earlier. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, economic expansion means converting stability into opportunity. Linking infrastructure, human capital, and innovation. Our flagship projects are not isolated investments. They form an interconnected system designed to make Oyo State the business and logistics capital of the Southwest. We're not just building infrastructure. We're creating opportunities that will serve as a fulcrum for innovation and a modern first world economy. I don't know if all of us have internalized this, but next year, precisely 3rd of February, Oyo State will be 50, and we will celebrate and celebrate it very big. So we celebrate Oyo State at 50, and we celebrate our golden jubilee of vision. Our theme will be renewal, a celebration of where we've come from, and a recommitment to where we're going. So as we prepare to celebrate, let us remember that our greatest asset is not our roads, terminals, or factories. It is our people. The creativity of our youth, the diligence of our workers, and the resilience of our farmers are the engines of this expansion. Together, we're writing a story. And this story, future generations will be proud to inherit that story. So let me once again speak to our fathers and mothers, brothers and sisters affected by the Rashidi Ladoja Circular Road development. I watched on social media, àwọn kan dín àkàrà, wọ́n ní àwọn dín àkàrà Seyi. Well, I have first. Let me say this. Ẹ má fi pé ẹnìkan lọ sí ọ̀run. Ẹ má fi yọ ẹ̀dá gbogbo wa là ń lọ. wọ́n á dín àkàrà lẹ́yìn everybody gbogbo wa tó àwọn bílẹ̀ ni. Ẹ ṣeun. Let me say this. I am not bothered. I'm not bothered because when I took up this job, because this, wá bẹ̀ mí nílé pé wá jẹ governor Oyo State. I came out pé mo fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan fún Oyo State. Gbogbo àkàrà àti everything ṣe mo ti ṣí mọ́. We acknowledge that progress must be people-centered, and we remain committed to ensuring that development remains fair, humane, and inclusive. I honor the promise that I made to visit, to listen, and activities, including resettlement, in addition to adequate compensation. And I will start. The circular road is about equity. First, to release from archive the documents to show ads by the right and left on November 21st, 2018. Seyi Makinde ti di governor in November 2018 ni. But we are engaging with our people. Ibiti, I can only prop them up, expose them, encourage them. Oyo State people will be the ultimate decider. Somebody sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ wá sọ́yọ́ state láti rig. Ẹ fẹ́ wá sọ́yọ́ state láti rig. Wèrè la fi ń wo wèrè o. La fi ń wo wèrè o. So our focus will shift to analytic based. In Oyo State, thank God Justice Eniyesan is here, Justice Aderemi is here. They are part of the institutions we are creating. Oyaka, Rule of Law, Enforcement Authority. We don't want strong men in Oyo State. We want digitized government processes and entrenched transparency as the standard for leadership. Our legacy will not be measured by buildings alone, but by the values that sustain progress long after we've left the stage. And so to the resilient people, the final full year budget that I will implement. Next year I'll implement the rest. But I've enjoyed this past almost 7 years. I've enjoyed the support of the generality of Oyo State people. And people talk about governors defecting. I don't got not defecting, even in hardship, your faith and patience have kept us moving forward. So anybody this is your government. I'm accountable only to you, the people of Oyo State, not to anyone else. So this is your government, and this next phase of economic expansion is for you. Also, circular road, this and all of that. We need industries. Our children are coming out of school. We need commercial solid minerals exploration near your state. Yeah, people talk about, governors or states are now getting XYZ billions in federal allocation. The increase, did it come from being productive? Well, your state is moving from a consumptive economy now to a productive one. So if we're here in front of you saying, look, let us do this together, it is because we know Oyo State can stand on its own and be productive, and true to our name as the pace setter, we can set the pace for them. We have not failed you in over 6 years, and we will not fail you now. You have stood firm through difficult times. You've trusted the process and believe in the vision. You've demonstrated beyond what I can even fathom. I remember the Terminal Atalo Commission 2 weeks ago. Mulo worship near Adogba Mosque. And after the worship, I told them, we have to demolish the mosque. But I volunteered to build a new one in return. But, of course, there's a gap between when we demolish and when the new one will come into play. Pure water, they didn't listen to them. Because Oyo State people, they have stood firm by this administration through difficult to prosper. God bless Oyo State. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The leader, please let's move quickly. No, go ahead. Next item.
Order in the house, please. Order in the house, please. Order in the house, please. Order in the house, please.
Decorum, please. Decorum, please.
Mr. Speaker, the State colleague, Honorable Justice T.O. Abdullahi, President, Customary Court, Acting Chief, Customary Court of Appeal, and Mrs. Oki Omotoso, Acting Chief Registrar, Court of Appeal. And equally, Mr. Speaker, permit me to recognize some of our colleagues, former members of this assembly who are here with us. I want to start with Honorable Fola Oyekule Didon, the newest member of House of Representatives from Oyo State. Honorable Didon, you are recognized. And the right Honorable Yomi Tawu is equally here. Permit me equally to recognize Honorable Ademola Igege, Honorable Femi Okedoyin, the chairman of House Assembly Service Commission, our home man, Honorable Kasim Olayeju, Honorable Mustafa Hakim, Honorable Kola Oyeleke Simeon, Honorable Sikiru Sanda, and Honorable Tunde Akoro. Mr. Speaker, the State colleague, let's attend on the order of the day.